You know, it's bad news, dumb shit. When I'm full of rep and be full of red rum, bitch.
Welcome to the Rec. You already know it's your host PayDae, and everybody loves PayDae like the first and the 15th. Y'all know I usually slide through and put y'all in that Rec business, but today we about to be in Dallas business right quick. We got some things we got to discuss, but before we get to that, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. All right, y'all. So we got to talk about Marquise Conway, aka Yella Beezy. He has just been arrested for murder for hire, okay, in the MO3 case. Now, the people who watch my uploads usually don't watch my lives, and the people who watch my lives usually don't watch my uploads. But for the people who watch my lives, they already know that I'm a part of the MO3 sector. So I've been tapped in since the beginning of this happening, since day one, since, he was first unalive, right? And when you first hear it, the first thing that goes, click in your mind is kind of like, okay, the person that he was beefing with the hardest is Yella Beezy. So, in the back of everybody's mind, everybody always felt like he possibly had something to do with it. But I have single-handedly seen everybody be blamed for this. When I say everybody closest to him, his close friends, his cousins, his Jossie Banks, whose house he was leaving from, Rainwater would say, it was just a jealous baby daddy. Other people feel like Rainwater had something to do with it because he was the only one who knew MO3 location, blah, 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 blah. Right? But like I said, always in the back of everybody's mind, everybody always, felt like Yella Beezy possibly had something to do with this, right? But I never thought I would see the day where it would really surface like that. But let's get into the paperwork. Okay, so this is the state of Texas versus Marquise Conway. The offense is capital murder while remuneration. Now, remuneration basically is just a fancy word for saying that you pay someone for a service. In this case, the service would be murder. I gotta say it like that. Y'all know they be censoring us on YouTube. But in this case, the service would be murder, making this a murder for hire case. It goes on to say that the grand jury of Dallas County, state of Texas, duly organized at the January term AD 2025 of the Criminal District Court number 4 for said county, upon its oath, do present in and to said court at said term. That Marquise Conway, hereinafter called defendant on or about the 11th day of November 2020 in the county of Dallas, state of Texas, did then and there intentionally and knowingly cause the death of Melvin Noble, which is MO3, an individual hereinafter called deceased, by employing Keyone White to murder deceased for remuneration and the promise of remuneration, namely United States currency from defendant, and pursuant to said agreement, Keyone White did then and there intentionally and knowingly cause the death of the said deceased by shooting deceased with a firearm, a deadly weapon. So basically, it's basically saying that Yella Beezy contacted or was in contact with Keyone White on or before November 11th and employed him to take out MO3. Now, a lot of people is feeling like Devin Brown is the one in there talking, but Keyone White's name is all through the paperwork, right? Now, Devin Brown is Jossie Banks' baby daddy. Jossie Banks is the chick who house MO3 was leaving from, okay? Now, Keyone White was just Devin Brown's friend, right? Now, it's alleged that Keyone White is the one that you see on the interstate actually, doing the shooting. So, but I see Keyone White name out through the paperwork. So I'm kind of confused why everybody feel like Devin Brown is the one that's talking, which is still possible. He could be saying that he knows for a fact that Yella Beezy employed Keyone White to take out MO3. So it could be either one of them. It could be somebody totally different from the two of them. I don't know. But what I do know is it will all come out in the paperwork, and it seems like we will be getting a trial soon. Now, for some reason, I feel like this is just the tip of the iceberg. I feel like a lot is gonna come out about Roy Lee's unaliving and Bubba's unaliving. Bubba was a close friend of MO3 as well as Roy Lee. I'm pretty sure y'all probably know Roy Lee's name more than Bubba's name. But I feel like a lot's gonna come out dealing with those situations. I also feel like Errol Smith's name will come up in all of this. So I don't know, but this is going to be, I guess, interesting. We're going to keep our eyes and our ears locked to it. Anytime I get any updates, I will let y'all know. Make sure y'all hit that like button before y'all leave. If y'all enjoyed this video, go ahead and subscribe if you are not already subscribed, and put your post notifications on. That way, anytime I drop anything, you'll be notified. Thank you.